This is Red, White, and Bluegrass.
64 school districts in Kentucky, about a third of the whole state, have reached the maximum 10 non-traditional instruction days for the school year, as many classrooms sat empty this week. Because of the large and growing swath of districts facing this problem, lawmakers greenlit a bill that would allow schools to swap to a variable calendar and extend the school day to reach the 1,062 instructional hours required by law. The bill also says if a district extends its days and is still in session after June 4th, the education commissioner can excuse up to 5 days remaining in the calendar.
This is just a fix for this year. Hopefully we never have to see a bill like this ever again. But this is the only flexibility that we can give our districts at this point. I promise you, I do not want our kids not in the building.
A new portion added by a House committee would also give the Education Commissioner flexibility to grant 5 disaster relief student attendance days for districts that have to close for another emergency this year. Those days will provide students instruction using alternative settings. The bill passed the House Friday morning and now heads to the Senate. Senator Thomas, I'll start with you here. I believe you sit on the Senate Education Committee, so if this bill heads to you, what are some questions you might have?
Well, it ought to pass. I mean, it makes sense. This has been an unusual winter. Several snowstorms, unexpected and tragic flooding. I mean, we've got to do something to allow the students to make up these days so they can graduate or pass and move on. And let me tell you the reason for this bill. Right now, without the bill, you can't make up days just by adding hours. The law in Kentucky, before this bill was adopted, prevents schools from just adding hours to make up days. So you needed this bill so you could add hours to the school day in an effort to make up additional hours, therefore additional days. And the bill requires that if a school attempts to make up hours and they don't get to 1,062, then the Commissioner of Education has the ability, because of the school's effort, to waive 5 school days. So it's a much needed bill. It gives the students a chance by adding additional hours to each day to make up days, and again to graduate, pass on to the next grade, and move on with their education success.
Senator Bledsoe, any questions you'd have?
No, I think the important part is keeping the kids in the classroom. And that's part of extending the day as opposed to giving more NTI days, is that they want to have that in-person instruction. And Reggie's exactly right. This is a way of allowing some flexibility. I mean, some of these schools are being used as community centers or warming centers. They can't get, because of flooding, to the schools because the roads have been, or bridges have been flooded. And schools are really in a pickle trying to figure out how do they do that under the current law. So I think this gives some flexibility and some grace, knowing this is where we are, while maintaining keeping kids in the classroom, which we know is a better way to do some education.
Can you expand a little bit on the argument that's being made here about the quality of education going into June? That's really the big impetus for this bill. In Representative Truitt basically said that if we had classes going deeper into June, that you're not getting the same level of attention span, you're fighting vacation, you're fighting with attendance. Do you all see that similarly? Well,
Bodie, I think we have to be careful when we rely on anecdotal evidence as a means for making decisions. I mean, there are better matrices that we can use to determine what's valid, what's not. The bottom line here, and again, I will say Amanda's correct, is that by allowing the students to be in school, to benefit from having other students there and learning from each other as well as learning from the teacher, that's very beneficial. And I think that's Representative Truitt's idea that let's get the students into school. If they have to be there an 1/8 hour or 8.5 hours, that's much better than NTI days, and that will get them towards getting all the education that they need, meeting these 1,062 hours, and again, graduating, passing, and moving forward.
There's been some thought thrown out there about potentially dipping into vacation time during spring break to make up this time. Would you all have any idea or even know if that's something that's a possibility schools can do at this point in their calendar?
I haven't heard that, but I would argue the same thing. People get their schedules years in advance. When especially if you're working parents and you're working under a schedule, you've already set up what you're doing for spring break. You've made plans probably to have your kids taken care of if you're not going somewhere for those times. And especially in summertime with summer camps and other things, you plan a year in advance. So we want to make sure that we're not having kids go in too far when someone's already planned to be done at a certain time. And those calendars are public record. They're done well in a year in advance of making plans. So I think that's why we're trying to be mindful of parents and schools and districts who already have put plans in motion and keep kids in the classroom as much as possible.
All right, I'll be watching for when it comes up in the Senate. Well, we have to leave it right there.